This isn't gonna work well.
It's fun.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Cindy Brown, Everybody Keto. Hope everybody is enjoying this Sunday morning. It's sort of the end of a 4-day weekend, so you're like, oh man, tomorrow's a work day. But hopefully you had a great 3.3 days, right? Because there's still 2/3 of this day left. So just want to say good morning if you're on the chat. Hi, Kelly P. You know, for some reason, guys, I have this plant. I have to show you. I have this really cute plant, but it's right in front of my monitor. So I'm going to set it over here so I can see what's going on. Good morning, Kelly. So guys, Kelly, we're going to make some fudge today using one of the Pruvit packets. So I'm kind of excited. It's the first time I've ever done food with Pruvit. I always do it with my drinks. So guys, if you are on, go ahead and say hi on the chat so I know that you are here. If you're watching on the live, give me a 1. If you're watching on the replay, give me a 2. And if you're new to keto and you really kind of want to learn more and you're like, what are all these things she's talking about? What is low carb? What is keto? Give me a waving hand and I'll reach out to you after the broadcast. And if you're a keto lover, Steve, Kelly, I expect to see a big old red or pink heart that shows that you're like loving keto. So give everybody just a minute or two to pop on. I wanted to follow up on our last week's Thanksgiving prep video, and we're going to make the fudge, and we're going to talk about, again, how to get into the holidays. We've got a lot of holiday parties, which means there's a lot of alcohol, there's a lot of sweets, appetizers. So just ways to sort of prepare yourself, I guess. So again, I'm Cindy Brown. This is Everybody Keto. This is a channel that's pretty much dedicated to helping the regular gal and guy, the newbies, sort of navigate the whole keto lifestyle, because it is quite unlike any other diet out there. There's no points to count, and there's no specific calories to count, and there's no, it's definitely a uniquely tailored plan. And as such, good morning, Joe G. I hope you guys had a phenomenal Thanksgiving, all of you guys. So keto, it can go to a bunch of different extremes. And so part of the reason why I thought it was important to come on this channel is that I've been sort of navigating those waters since earlier this year. And it's, you will see two completely polar opposite opinions online. Hey, Cal, I'll hit your comment in 1 second, Callie. So what I was hoping to do with this channel is just sort of show how a real family, you know, my husband and I both have jobs. We are in the process of moving right now. We both have social media platforms and YouTube channels. And so oftentimes we got to get food on the run, or we have to sort of make something quick. You know, we're not the meal prep on Saturday and Sunday to have something all week kind of people. So that's kind of the purpose of this channel. So hopefully you guys are seeing something worthwhile to come back and check us out. We're here. We try and do a live every single weekend. Once we get in and settle in the new house, which is like, good Lord, guys, this is my second to last Sunday in this house. So it's coming quick. But once everything gets settled, it'll be a much more repeatable process, and we'll be good to go. Kelly P in the chat was talking about how she didn't do so good on Thanksgiving and she's feeling guilty. Guys, that happens. I saw somewhere that the average person gains 6 pounds from middle of November to the end of December. Okay, so keto or not, that happens. The important thing though is to recognize it, and like Kelly was saying, is to getting back on track. I'm trying to think. You know, it's just I don't know why as Americans we sort of take celebration and indulgence and make them the same thing, but we do, right? You know, it's like there's only eggnog at one time of the year, and that's right now. So we'll talk a little bit about how to sort of navigate those waters. And I think quite honestly, guys, it's planning and prepping yourself mentally as well as physically. So let me look at the chat here real quick. It looks like I need to scroll down a little bit. So what we're doing this morning is we're going to make fudge, and we're just going to chat a little bit, like I said, about sort of how to prep Thanksgivings. In addition to all my like social networks, YouTube channels, wherever, I have started hosting a keto meetup group that meets once a month. And it's the 4th Saturday of every month. So if you're in the SoCal area, let me know and I will send you some information out on it. It's pretty cool. But again, that for me was a platform to get a bunch of people who are in varying stages of keto together to support and network and just sort of like like share and learn stuff from one another. And we had a girl yesterday who's going through like a lot of stuff. Like over her lifetime, she's a recovered alcoholic, and she's pretty well set in her mind as far as what her triggers are. So keto for her is almost kind of like a last shot, because she's tried everything else. She's going to like Overeaters Anonymous and a bunch of those things. So I actually think that if she can sort of get her mindset right, this is really the one for her, because it's not a deprivation lifestyle for sure. I was just thinking about Thanksgiving. I did kind of cook like all day going up to Thanksgiving, but I allowed, oh, hey, Dan. But I did that so that Steve and I and my daughter Kennedy would not be like, oh my God, there's mashed potatoes. Oh my God, there's stuffing. So I made, for us to take there, I made cauliflower mash. I made keto stuffing. I made keto gravy, and I made peanut butter keto cheesecake. And I don't think we were missing out on anything, really. We had a little bit of green bean casserole, which for the most part is the way we make it. We don't make it with my family, I guess, doesn't make it with flour. But yeah, we were all pretty like, there was no like, oh, I really wish I had this instead of that. In fact, my keto peanut butter cheesecake, my husband was trying to rush back in to get the last piece, because all of my non-keto, oh, keto, I could never give up carbs people were eating all my cheesecake. It was that good. So let's check up on chat. Hey, Dan, you told me your wife was going to call me. You need to have that happen still. So guys, Cindy Brown, Everyday Keto, what we're doing today is we are making keto fudge. Keto or fudge kind of at its base is really like cream butter and then some sort of chocolate or, in this case, peanut butter. So we are pretty close to that recipe. We're just not using any sugar. Okay, so we have 5 ingredients. We're going to do it on the stove, and then we're going to pour it into a loaf pan and then put it in the fridge. Okay, so we have natural sugar-free peanut butter. We have butter, and again, I always recommend, whether you're keto or not, Kerrygold butter. It's grass-fed beef that creates the butter. So it's just way better. And anything that does not say the word butter, guys, just throw it away, please. It is a chemical, part of my language, is a chemical shitstorm that I cannot believe it's not butter, whatever, just wipe it. Whether you do keto or not, please, I beg you, wipe those out of your life. Okay, my keto sermon, or my butter sermon is over. We are going to use granulated Swerve. We are going to use heavy whipping cream. And what we're going to do, guys, I talk about my Pruvit ketone drinks all of the time. They're not just for drinks. This is just one recipe that's going to use the Keto Max. This is the Vanilla SkÜ. It's a new flavor we have. I actually like it with LaCroix, like a coconut, or even just a regular sparkling water. It kind of makes it taste like a cream soda. But we're going to throw that in there as well. So guys, the way that we do it, let me just look at our comments one last time. Kelly P, how many carbs is in this peanut butter? Again, peanut butter is one of those ones you kind of have to be careful with. 99.9% of my keto journey, I do well. In fact, sorry, real quick, Kelly P just asked how many carbs are in the peanut butter. But I have tried almost every kind of nut butter out there, and I was a peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter and mayonnaise, you name it, junkie when I was growing up. So peanut butter was hard for me to give up. I've tried macadamia butter, almond butter, and they're not peanut butter. So this guy has, let's see, 6 grams of carbs and 2 grams of fiber. So that's a net of 4 grams for 2 tablespoons. So it's not terrible. Again, you can't, eat a whole boat of it, but guys, there's some days where it's like, it's not quite dinner time yet, but I'm a little hungry, and I'll just grab a spoon and get a spoonful of peanut butter. Does anybody else do that? And again, Kelly, you get 20 carbs a day, 20 net carbs a day. So even if you had 1 tablespoon, that's 2 net carbs. So it's not going to break the bank. Just don't go crazy with it. But yeah, does anybody else just grab a spoonful of peanut butter and eat it, or am I the only weirdo that does that? Let's see here. Hi, Kara. Good morning. Oh, all these great guys coming in. I hope everybody had a phenomenal Thanksgiving and a nice 4-day weekend for those of us who were able to enjoy that. Guys, if you're watching this live, do me a favor and give me a 1. If you're watching on the replay, give me a 2. If you're new to keto or you want more information about keto, give me like the waving hand. I don't know if I mentioned this one, but I did go and get my certification, so I'm a certified keto coach. So if you have specific questions, let me know. And if you love keto and you're living it and it's just like the greatest thing ever, give me a heart. Today, again, we're making fudge. Guys, this is the second to the last Facebook Live we're going to see in this kitchen. And it's getting so real now that I'm just starting to get like crazy emotional about stupid things. I mean, like stupid things. I can't even explain it because I have lived in this house for 23 years, and while my dream house is down the freeway a little bit waiting for me on, you know, the week of December the 6th, there's a lot that I'm going to walk away from here. A lot of memories, a lot of everything. And so I'll just get this weird sort of wave over me. And yeah, it's just, it's crazy. I mean, I don't know. Talk to me, guys. It's almost like this is my childhood home, even though it's not. But like, I feel like I grew up here, you know. It's like I moved in here when my daughter was in 2nd grade. I was a single mom. It was just the two of us. I got married while I was in this house. You know, I started a new family with my husband and his children in this house. So there's just a lot, see, woo! There's a lot of stuff here, you know, a lot of memories. And so we're actually going to do a going away party for our house next Saturday. Like all my friends and family are going to come over here, and we're going to like have like a dinner, and we're going to just sort of like share like the coolest memories of this house and just kind of give it a little send off. We were talking about the other day, we have a couple beloved animals that are buried on the side of the house. And it was just like, woo, crazy stuff. But okay, I digress. Let's talk about, hi Kara, thank you so much. I'm going to be closer to you. I'm in Eastvale. I think Elsinore is still pretty far. But I love your little salon setup. It looks like it's going really well. So thank you for coming on and hanging out with us. So guys, the way we do it here is I actually have a 2-camera system because I am cool like that. So right now we're on the sink cam. I'm going to throw us over to the stove cam and start this fudge. It is just 5 ingredients. Again, it is peanut butter, grass-fed butter, Swerve, which is a stevia granulated sweetener, and heavy cream. And we are today doing a actual Pruvit specific recipe. So we're going to be doing the Pruvit Vanilla SkÜ MAX powder in there. So it's going to give it sort of that vanilla flavor. Plus it's going to give us ketones in our fudge. So crazy stuff. If you are interested or you have any questions about exogenous ketones, let me know, because I feel that they have really sort of kicked my keto journey up a notch, and I love them. So as you guys see, every time I am on a live somewhere, I'm drinking one of these, I think. The last thing that we have to do tonight or today is throw the fudge into the fridge and let it cool. So that's kind of where we'll stop this episode. But every Sunday night, Steve and I on my Supposedly Chic YouTube channel, which I'll put the link down below, we do a live YouTube every Sunday night. So we are going to be noshing on that fudge then. And so if you want to see how it turns out, you'll have to tune in. So let me check chat one more time. What am I drinking today? I am drinking Heart Tart, Kelly. Of course I am. That's like my go-to. Although I have been like, you know, buying more and selling more, or whatever. So they sent me a free box of Splash, which I actually haven't tried before, and I really like the Splash too. So next time I see you, I'll hook you up with one. So we are going to start by melting together the butter and the heavy cream. What we will do then is add the peanut butter and continuously stir until everything's melted. Then we're going to take this saucepan off the heat, and we're going to add the sugar and the Vanilla SkÜ, and then we're going to put it into a pan. So give me 1 second. I'm going to kick us over to the stove cam, and we are going to get started making this phenomenal fudge. All right. Here I am. Can y'all see me? All right, so we're going to start with a half a cup of butter, which is 1 stick if you guys use stick butter, which I love. And also, I don't know if you have seen the Kerrygold butter, but this is actually the Kerrygold butter in a stick. It used to be just like almost like cream cheese, just wrapped in a wrapper, and you would have to cut it off. But they've now started making it in sticks, which I think is pretty cool. So what did everybody do? What's the most exciting thing? Actually, I don't even know if I want to ask this question, but how many of you guys have decorated for Christmas? Because we are in limbo, right? We get out of this house on the 6th. So we can't do any kind of Christmas decorating until at least after that. And we don't really know what we're working with as far as like how many feet do we need for the lights, So this is probably the first weekend after Thanksgiving that Steve has not had to get up on the roof and put lights up. So that should be kind of interesting. We're going to be like those last minute Christmas lightning peoples. So how many of you have those big inflatables outside your house? I still haven't, I'm not on that wagon yet, you guys. We have a cute little like joy sign that we put outside, but you know what it is I don't like seeing the old deflated flat ones during the day. It makes me kind of sad, like they lost their mojo or something. So we're melting the butter here real quick. Once I melt the butter, I'm gonna throw in a half a cup of heavy cream. So everything is half a cup except the sugar. Okay, so we got a half a cup of cream, a half a cup of butter, and a half a cup of peanut butter. And then we're gonna throw in a cup of the Swerve and then the packet of Vanilla SkÜ, and it's that easy and it's pretty much done. Kelly P, did you make that keto cheesecake that we talked about? Oh, while this is doing, I'm gonna look at the chat really quick. Too tired from taking down Thanksgiving decorations. So you decorate for Thanksgiving too? Holy moly. You know what, when my kids were little, we did all that stuff. We decorated for Halloween. Now, I don't know, maybe I'm just a bah humbug. I do like to Christmas decorate though. And yeah, it's gonna be kind of interesting to see what's in the new house that we can use. You know, the mantle is gonna be different and all kinds of stuff. All right, we got this melted down enough. We're going to throw in our half a cup of heavy cream. And of course, if you're keto, you probably have heavy cream on the ready, right? Because you put it in your coffee, etc. So again, this is like a fudge recipe that honestly is like really, really fast. Okay, so we're combining all of that. Now we need to get the peanut butter and a spatula. Okay, there. Did you get a close up of my nose right there? Probably, huh? All right, so we've got the butter and the cream blended together. I think you can see that. Now again, we're adding a half a cup of peanut butter. And guys, this really is lickety-splickety, I'm not gonna lie. It's one of the quickest recipes out there. And I will tell you, like with the peanut butter keto cheesecake, I think everybody in my family is at least interested to know about keto. Because again, like not to be all like, oh, hey, look at me, but I have had some dramatic changes in the last 4 months, you know, and they're like, just from no carbs, how can that be, you know? So they're like, all right, let me try a bite of this. All right, let me try a bite of that. And then they're like, wow, it's not that bad. So, all right, because it's not that bad, you guys. I mean, we're not eating straw or paper. It's like we're just not eating carbs, right? We're still eating vegetables. We still get to make fudge. All right, so see, you guys get me going. I'm a keto evangelist, I'm telling you. But again, I think for me and for probably everybody, you have to be at that place. You know what I mean? Like I call it the rock bottom moment. And again, it's like an addiction, right? I mean, maybe you're not addicted to food, but in some way you don't have control of your food, right? You don't have control of your metabolism, something. But for me, I always feel like I cannot tell you what you ought to do. You have to be at that place where you're like, okay, I'm done. This is the last day I'm going to do this because tomorrow has to be different. And that's how it was for me. And I played around with a couple of things before I found keto, but the keto has definitely been the most sustainable and the easiest to do. I was talking to one of our girls at the keto meetup yesterday that I can make anything work. You know, Steve and I were run out to the new house last weekend, I think to meet with flooring guys, and we were running late and it was like, okay, we don't have time to grab breakfast. So we just pulled into Starbucks. Starbucks has like a little meat and cheese tray. It's fine. It's you know, the cheese has got the fat, the salami's got the prosciutto, whatever's got the fat. So it was a really decent solution for us. I jokingly on Instagram called it my brunch. But all right, so we've got the peanut butter. See, guys, I can just go on a tangent forever. So guys, we're making keto fudge with Pruvit Vanilla SkÜ today. What we have in this pan is peanut butter, heavy cream, and butter. Okay, so that's our base. That's what it looks like. We are now going to take it off of the burner. We're going to come back over to the sink cam. Hello. Oh my God, this smells like, you know, it smells like, what does it smell like? Okay, back in the day, I'm not, I may get like lose subscribers for this, but I'm not a humongous grilled cheese fan. I kind of am, but I used to make grilled cheese for my kids and grilled peanut butter for myself. This right here smells like a grilled peanut butter sandwich. Holy cow. All right, so very satiated with Kelly P's over here using big words. Very satiated. Let's see here. Need to trade some of mine. Okay, for hard to, sure, we can definitely do that. You did make the cheesecake awesome. Okay, guys, so having a conversation with the guys at work about keto right now. Firefighters on keto, man, that's got to be a winning combination. Joe G, guys, is a firefighter in Arizona. So first of all, hats off to him for doing the hard work that a lot of us would never even be able to do. But yeah, I can. You guys need to be at your best, and I'm telling you, Kelly P's been doing it for a while. Steve's been doing it for a while. Ask them about their energy levels. Okay, so let me just catch up on chat. Again, if you guys are watching this on the live, give me a 1. If you're watching the replay, give me a 2. We are making keto fudge with the Pruvit Vanilla SkÜ today. In our pan so far is peanut butter, heavy whipping cream, and butter. We're going to add some sugar, and we're going to add the SkÜ Pruvit ketones and mix them together, and then we're going to let it chill. So again, live 1, replay 2. If you are new to keto, you want more information, Joe G, if any of your guys want more information, give me a wavy hand. And if you are a keto lover like me and like my family, give me a heart. So we are using a cup. Let me just make sure I'm right here. Sorry, I've got my phone has become my notepad. Is that the case for any of you guys? Like anytime I see something I want, I just screen swipe it so I can look at it later. So I was actually looking at a font because in addition to all this, I actually do like crafting. I do like vinyl crafting, and so I'm always looking for like the perfect cute little font. Sidebar. All right, so yes, 1 cup of powdered Swerve. Just double check. Yes, stir the Swerve and the Keto Max. Okay, so 1 cup. And then we're going to throw in, and guys, you can see this is one of those ones I told you where I'll just take this guy empty and take one of these and throw in my purse, and like during the day I'll either grab a bottle of water or an iced tea. Look at the size of this. I mean, you can put this anywhere. And that's kind of what I like. One of the main things I like about Pruvit is they make stuff really easy. Is this where I want to pull it from? And of course now I can't get this thing open. There we go. It's like I always can. All right, so then we're going to add these little puppy dogs. See that? Now we're just going to mix everything together. Get all the lumps out. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. The Vanilla SkÜ in here, guys, it's making it amazing. See, the problem though, I guess it's a problem, is now that I have the husbandman on keto, I can't keep any of this stuff around. Like 3 weeks or so ago, we made the peanut butter fat bombs. And again, I am the strict keto girl, right? Like I watch my macros. I know exactly what, how many grams of fat I need a day. That dude ate 6 fat bombs in 1 day. And I was like, I'm pretty sure you went over on your fat macros on this one, buddy. But you know what? He doesn't care. He just eats because he enjoys it, and the keto's working for him too. All right, so here's what we look like all melted up, you guys. If you can see it. Okay, we're going to be fighting over this for sure tonight. I'm telling you, this is so good. All right, I'm going to get my pan. And for those of you guys who bake or whatever, please talk to me about how you manage parchment paper. This stuff gets on my last damn nerve because it never stays. It always curls. They say you're supposed to, and I hope that wasn't really loud. They say you're supposed to sort of like flatten the parchment paper into this pan. Okay, watch what happens. Watch what happens. Seriously? Like I almost need those binder clips to put on right here and right here. Why didn't I think of that before this episode? All right, so now we're just gonna pour this in here. See, I hate parchment paper. God. And I guess if you wanted to, sometimes fudge has nuts. that creamy, the natural peanut butter comes in crunchy also. I bet that would have been really good. Another variation of this. You can double this recipe. You can obviously do it without the Vanilla SkÜ. Yeah, I'm gonna go to chat. Does anybody help me out with the damn parchment paper over here? Anybody? Would love suggestions again for the Pruvit with almond milk. Yeah, no, for sure. Kel, we need to do that for sure. All right. You know, it's fudge, right? So how even does it need to be? You guys see it? So that's going to go into our fridge, and I don't know if it says how long to refrigerate it for. Hang on. It just says put the baking dish in the refrigerator until set, and then remove from pan and cut into 1-inch pieces. So I'm going to leave it in there for a while, but I could actually eat this just the way it is right now. I'm not lying. It's really good. So we'll set that aside so I don't get myself dirty. And guys, I will put the recipe for that down below. Let me just see where we are on coffee time. So yeah, yes, girl. Actually, let's just like schedule, well, yeah, well, we had 35 minutes and we could have talked for 3 hours, right? But guys, see what we talked about. We talked about post. I want to just share one little kind of tip with you if you are thinking about this, but it seems like it's really hard. Do things in moderation, okay? Don't, you wouldn't quit drinking. Well, maybe you would, but okay, you wouldn't quit smoking cold turkey, right? Because we know that they say that doesn't work. So do stuff in moderation. You know, if, what I kind of recommend, like I did for our daughter, she's 21, so she's literally right in the crux of all of that McDonald's and, you know, all of the fast processed food that's out there. So what I had her do actually was do like a 3-day food diary. Okay, like every single thing you put in her mouth, just write it down. And then we looked at it and we identified for her the biggest thing was bread. Okay, like everyone, at least 2 of her meals a day had bread in them. So it's like, all right, so this week we're just going to stop eating bread. That's all. We're going to continue to eat pasta. We're going to continue to eat rice, beans, whatever. But just this week we're going to get rid of bread. And then once she sort of got through that and was like, okay, yeah, I can have all these meals without bread. Then we went to the next piece, which was pasta and then potatoes. And so if you guys are interested in knowing more, like I said, I do coaching as well. Let me know. I feel like the entire world should be eating like this because I mean, look, I feel amazingly healthy. I'm not tired or stomach aches are gone. The energy level's there. And guys, it's all because the other thing too, I think with the keto is it's all whole foods. You know, it's not processed foods made in a factory somewhere. So I think that makes your body feel better as well. But so guys, I kind of think that covers what we wanted to chat about today. Let me just look at the chat and see if there's anything else we got going. Dwight. Good morning, Dwight. Yes, it's almost over. We just made fudge, but you can watch it on the replay. We made keto fudge. And guys, again, if you want to know more about the Pruvit, let me know. But again, you can make this fudge with just the peanut butter and the sugar. You don't have to have that. It just kind of gives it a little kick. Tonight on our Dirt Chic Unscripted on the Supposedly Chic channel, we're going to be eating that fudge. So we'll see. It actually looks like it made like enough for like normal people to eat. I may have to make a second batch just because I know Steve. But I believe, like I said, let me just go to chat. No, we want more. I don't know what to talk about. I could do a little song and dance, right? So yeah, we talked about the move. We talked about all the good stuff. Guys, I believe that, oh, look at all of those hearts. Wow, man, you guys are awesome. I love you all too. So next Sunday will be the very, very last Sunday in this house for us. Very last Facebook Live Sunday in this house. And from then on, guys, it's going to be our new digs out in Eastvale. So I will be here about the same time next Sunday. And I will put the recipe for this down below. I will put some links to my channel so you can take a look at those. And please feel free. I think that Steve a couple times has thrown out my email on here. Please feel free to email me. I'm happy to, like I said, I ask for help. I'm happy to give it. So guys, until next week, this is Cindy Brown at Everybody Keto. You guys have a phenomenal week back, and I will see you next Sunday.